Welcome in, everybody. It's the coach. This is Madden 20 on EA Sports. Up next, we've got a good one on tap between the visiting Houston Texans and the Kansas City Chiefs. With that, we're out to Arrowhead for the call from Kansas City. We'll hand it over to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, from one of the loudest venues in the NFL, there's a look at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle with the Houston Texans. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Godden. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Here's the kicker, Harrison Butker, ready to get this one started. And into a sea of red, we're underway in Kansas City. This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. So out come the Texans for their opening drive. Leading the charge will be their quarterback, always fun to watch, Deshaun Watson. Now a first down throw, Watson. And this one complete to Will Fuller. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup.
They sure put the coverage guys in a stress on that one. They thought they were going deep. Ends up curling inside for a nice chunk of yardage.
So from the 36 now, first and 10. Play action for Miller. Now Watson. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down. So here are the starters for this offensive unit. Lamar Miller, very good out of the backfield.
And getting better all the time. The more touches he gets in a game, the bigger his impact on it.
They'll try again from the 36 on second and 10. Throwing again is Watson. Got an open man, it's QT. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down. On the ground, this is Lamar Miller. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it second and 9. And let's take a look at the defensive starters for Kansas City.
Tyrann Mathieu has a cornerback's build with safety skills. The Honey Badger knows where the football is.
The run only got a yard. Here's second and 9. Out of the gun, Watson. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Now on third down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs. from the gun. Here's Watson. Well, the two men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. On 4th down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. He'll send this one into the Midwestern air, and it's a good one. That one sails out of bounds. The side judge will walk it off. And he says it went out of bounds at the 9-yard line. Nice punt. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game. But this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football. Because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
Watch tight. Tight end's right. Watch tight. Tight end's right. We got 3. We got 3.
On play action, it's Mahomes. It's Kelsey on the ground. And he'll be taken down, losing yardage back at the 9-yard line. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11. And never good on a pass completion there to go the wrong way. Lost yardage.
No, for some reason, it seems to work better when you throw it downfield or you can move the ball downfield running it that way, doesn't it? But in this case, if you're the defensive guys, you're energized, executed well, and you caused a lost yardage play. That's going to feel good and look great in film.
That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. Mahomes now to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. Looking to throw is Mahomes. He's going to let this one go deep. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Here's Dustin Colquitt now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. On the return, Carter. Called out a 46-yard punt, though they did get 9 back on the return. And the Texans with great field position to start this drive as they take over 1st and 10. And now out comes Houston. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
A 1st down carry now for Miller. Bashad Breeland, the one that got him down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
I'm going back to you. I'm going back to you.
Here's Watson. Sliding out of the pocket. He's going to take off with it. They find some open field here. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Deshaun Watson, so multi-dimensional, able to scramble for the first.
Partner, it's often the man coverage is easier for a quarterback to run against. You get your receivers going downfield, Those guys are staying with them, and oftentimes they have their back to the quarterback, which opens up a lot of space and room, and they don't even know that he's taking off with it. What a big-time pickup on that play.
Mikey set. 19. Strip the ball. Strip that ball.
On first down, it's Miller. A strong broken tackle on that one. And then they get him to the ground just shy of the 15. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They'll try the air now with Watson. He's got Fuller. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Set. 19. 54 miles. All right. Here we go. Let's go, D. Let's go.
And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's 2nd down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. It's going to be a gain of 6 on the keeper, but it leads to a 3rd down.
Oh, man, that wasn't far from breaking in a big way into the secondary. Read option, quarterback kept it, and while he didn't get a first down, he did get a nice chunk of yardage. Only a nice tackle prevented it from maybe going all the way.
Third and 2, Watson. And he will score. It's a touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown run as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Not the first time on this drive we saw him take matters into his own hands, and this time he finishes things off with a touchdown run.
You're not going to be happy with me, but I think he took matters into his own feet, didn't he?
Oh, Davis from the top rope. I like it. Kaimi Fairbairn on for the extra point. And the Texans take a 7-0 lead. So that drives 7 plays in length. And the final act belonged to Deshaun Watson in his touchdown run. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. And now here comes Kansas City. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. They'll run it for the first time with Williams. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here, and what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They go play fake. Mahomes. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one, a gain of 20 and a first down. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 48-yard line. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. That's complete. It's Bell. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate. They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd down, Williams. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City first down. The first drive this unit had, they punted. This drive, much more polished, just looking crisper, aren't they, moving the ball?
Maybe the first drive was a little bit of a wake-up call. Probably a little bit angry that they had to punt the ball away the first time they had it. Got motivated, got to the sideline, said, okay, let's not let that happen here as we take over again.
Let's go, Heavy. Let's go, Heavy. Heavy, what you got? What you got, Heavy? What you got, Heavy?
On first down, Mahomes. It's complete to Robinson. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. A 22-yard touchdown grab as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Great corner route there. Not only able to catch it, turn it upfield, and get into the end zone.
It usually involves a little bit of an extra move, doesn't it? You've got to get them thinking that you're moving to the middle of the field and you're breaking away to that corner. Boy, that was well executed.
Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. That time, a 6-play drive, and it's capped off with a Kansas City touchdown. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Faking the give, now Watson. Rolling to his right. And now he's going to use his legs. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. He finds Hopkins complete. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. 16 yards on that one, and also a Texan first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
Set the tone, defense. Let's go.
Watson going to give this one to Miller. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
From the 41, Watson. It's complete to Hopkins. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
Set. Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Who that?
On 1st down, it's Watson. That's caught by his tight end, Jordan Akins. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the 1st down completion.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
They go back to the ground now with Miller. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance, they're just headed straight for the...
And the Chiefs are going to get him.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
So on 4th down, Texan kicker Kaimi Fairbairn comes on. This from 54 yards away. And his kick is good. Oh, he just did tuck it into the bottom of that left corner. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yeah.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. Fairbairn now following the made field goal. He'll send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line.
Let's go.
Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were competent enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really looked clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
They go play action. Now Mahomes. Looking for Kelsey on the deep ball. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
When offenses dial up big shots downfield, they're not always for the guys out wide. Sometimes they want to go to their big target. Deep downfield, and the defense breathes a sigh of relief. 50-50 balls, not easy to get away from the big targets.
Mahomes again here on 2nd and 10. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards.
That's a real nice job right there, working the middle of the field, working against those safeties. And you know, partner, if you get your hips turned the wrong way, big plays can result.
And a big play resulted right there. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. They'll run it with Williams. And he'll be taken down at the 34. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd and 9, Mahomes complete, the tight end Kelsey. And he's going to be taken down with another 1st down as the stop's made at the Texans' 23.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Williams. And a short gain here down to the 22. The tackle that time by Zach Cunningham.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Off the draw, here's Williams. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. He's able to rattle off 6 on the carry, and that'll get him to 3rd and 4.
It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 4.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
That's
10-7 our score after 1 right here on EA Sports. The Texans here on 3rd down, putting an extra defender in the secondary. Working from the gun, Mahomes. And Robinson with a big catch. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Demarcus Robinson with his 2nd touchdown here in this 1st half. And the Chiefs are going to jump back in front. Now, he's having a nice little 1st half here, partner.
And it's a 1st half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the 2nd quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
Butker on for the PAT. And that makes it 14-10. So this drive spans 7 plays, and it winds up with the Chiefs hitting pay dirt. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. And a look now at Lamar Miller. They've given him some touches. They haven't had a lot of success on the ground. Do you maybe keep going to that well, or do you mix it up more?
I think you mix it up more, try and loosen things up. Get the defense to react to other people, other plays, but don't forget about it. That's your horse. You know, Secretariat lost twice in his career.
So educational. That's very true, kids. Look it up. Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their own 24. Watson. And the catch made by Hopkins. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
I like that one, partner. They go back-to-back with excellent gains, and really it shouldn't be a surprise who they were throwing the ball to. He's their best guy.
Yeah, we knew that they would get him involved early. They're doubling down on getting him involved early.
Don't be surprised if they'll come right back to him again. They haven't shown the propensity to be able to stop him.
Watson now 9 of 11 passing in this first half. He's got his guys a 1st and 10. Play action for Miller. Now Watson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Emmanuel Agba. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Watson with a give to Miller. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down. 1st down sack, 2nd down negative rushing play.
And I will guarantee you right now the head coach is weighing in on his headset to the offense coordinator, whether he thinks it's strategy or he thinks it's execution, because that's going to determine this next play call. Are you staying with what you're doing, or are you going in a different direction?
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Now it's Watson. And he hits his target. It's Kenny Stills. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
Here's Brian Anger now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. Patrick Mahomes on his way out for their next drive. And he's been good. 2 first-half touchdown passes, no interceptions so far.
Does a lot for your confidence, does a great deal for your team, gives them a lead, and they're feeling really good about how they're playing. I think he expects to throw at least another one.
I was going to say, now he wants the first-half hat trick, doesn't he?
Oh, without a doubt. Go ahead and fling him on the field, folks. He wants that type of celebration.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 23. They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's a run for Williams. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
And the Texans have an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. Caught here by Bell. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That one good for 12 yards into Kansas City first.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Mahomes now 8 of 11 in this first half. He's got it 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Mahomes. It's Kelsey on the ground. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained. So they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. They'll run out of the gun here. Williams. 8 yards on the run there, and that leaves them with 3rd and just a couple.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Now here's Mahomes. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 36. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 36.
Let's make these babies cry.
Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. And he'll be taken down at the 33, a pickup of about 4. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And he checks this one down to Williams. Give him 3 on the play, and that'll make it 3rd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. To throw, it's Mahomes. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Intended for DeMarcus Robinson. Incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
So on fourth down, Mahomes off, Harrison Butker on for the Chiefs field goal. This will be spotted at the 37, so it's a 47-yard attempt. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And that moves him up by a touchdown now at 17-10. So in the end, they had the ball for 10 plays, but the drive gets them 3, not 6.
Is it okay if I give credit to both sides on this one?
Absolutely.
All right, let's start defensively. They hung in there, 10-play drive, but they stiffened when they got close to the goal line, made them kick a field goal. And for the offense, 10-play drive. They might be a little disappointed they got a field goal, but they moved the ball down the field with dispatch and came away with points.
After the field goal, here's Butker to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Getting set to go again, DeAndre Hopkins marches back onto the field. He's been good so far to this point in the second quarter. Need to get him even more involved, maybe?
I would agree with that. Definitely. Yeah, it's not even a question for me. The way he's playing, he's doing a nice job. Increase things. More touches, more opportunities. Maybe that can reverse things on the scoreboard for them.
They'll try to ratchet things up then maybe here in the second quarter. Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. From the gun, here's Watson. Open man is QT, complete. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
To throw again on 2nd down. Watson setting up the screen for Miller. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston 1st down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Watson now to throw. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. The Pro Bowler DeAndre Hopkins, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down. That is the first time that they've targeted him that he has not come down with a catch.
He's caught everything that's been thrown his way. A dominant pass receiver that can break down any defense because when he's doing that kind of work, it really hurts you on the back end.
And even though it's an incompletion there, I think they're going back to that well. And he'll take it across the 50 and into Chief territory. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
The Texans on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 5. A shotgun snap for Watson. Got an open man. It's QT. And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 35. Watson now 13 of 16 throwing the football. It's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Watson. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10, just missed that one.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Throwing again is Watson. It's complete to Fuller. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6. Here's Watson. And he's going to have the hook up to QT. And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 13-yard line.
It's a gain of 17 yards. 1st down, Texans.
Set. 19. Check. 53. Smart. All right, T. Let's go. All right, T.
From the red zone now, Watson. It's complete to Hopkins. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
To throw is Watson, and that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Darren Fells there to make the grab as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. And down near the goal line here, they're able to throw it in.
And the key word, quick. Quick hitter, out of his hands fast, into the receiver's hands even faster.
On for the PAT, Kaimi Fairbairn. And he gets it to go, and we're all even, 17 apiece. A 10-play drive that time, and it results in the Texans finding the end zone. (17-17) the score, all even to this point as the kick's away. This is taken at his 4. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And now here comes Kansas City. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Throwing now is Mahomes. And he's got his receiver. That's Sammy Watkins. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. The end result, 21 yards. Mahomes now 12 of 16 thus far. It's 1st and 10. From midfield, here's Mahomes. Robinson's got it. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. That one good for 12 yards and a Kansas City 1st. Talk about a big first half. Already has the 2 touchdowns, adding to his receiving total there, picking up the first down.
He's coming off the line so fast. I think he's intimidating the defensive backs with his explosiveness, and he's chipping away at their confidence.
They'll run on first down. It's Williams, and tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard, stop short of the 35.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
All day, just like that.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. Complete, the tight end, Kelsey. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. First down for the Chiefs, solid chunk of yardage, 17 on the play.
And there's a completion to the tight end, and look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football, and that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Mahomes now closing in on a 200-yard first half through the air. It's 1st and 10. Here's Mahomes to throw. Open man is Hill. He's got it. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. 17 more yards. They had 17 on the previous snap as well. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician, Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They'll run it with Williams. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And he will make his way back to where he started from, and that's all. As we will make our way to the 2-minute warning. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal.
At the 2-yard line.
A reminder coming up here at halftime. We'll ship you off to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman will have first half highlights and analysis from a... And that's caught. It's Kelsey. Touchdown, Kansas City. 2 yards on the touchdown there as his guys are able to regain the lead. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Butker now to add the extra point. And they will take a 7-point lead now. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it's capped off with a Kansas City touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. And now out comes Houston. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
first down. Watson. Flush to his right. He'll try and run it. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
So many times we talk about having good eye discipline when you're playing defense, making sure your eyes are in the proper place on a given play. Looks like that discipline came to the front there, didn't it? They were able to hold him for a short gain when he took off running.
Watson trying to get his guys moving. Throwing again on second down. Watson. He's got Fuller. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 22 yards there, a first down. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
Watson now over 200 yards already in this first half. It's 1st and 10. And now he'll tuck it and run. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Watson dumps it complete to Miller. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Now it's Watson. And he's going to keep it here. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He had gained really good yardage, but that's what you tell your quarterbacks, right? Get down after you got the run.
You don't have to prove your toughness. You know, I think that's what a lot of coaches are trying to preach to their guys. Get the yardage, get down, protect the football, and protect yourself from extra hits as well.
Damian Williams and the Chiefs ready to begin their next drive. He's over 40 yards here in the second quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here, because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100 yards, you've really done some damage in an NFL game.
And now he's looking just to add to his totals.
Check.
They begin the drive with Williams. And a short pickup here as he'll get across the 10 to the 11-yard line. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Mahomes going to throw. It's Kelsey on the ground. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. The tight end Kelsey has it over the middle. The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
Hey, watch the slant. Watch the slant. Watch the slant.
Now Mahomes. It's complete to Robinson. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. That one a first down pickup of 8.
Kansas City Chiefs. First down. First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome, everybody, to our abbreviated version of the EA Sports Halftime Report. Back and forth, we win in that first half. This has certainly been an entertaining one to watch thus far. So let's get right back out to it as we'll rejoin our commentators, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. Ready for the start of the third quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football. This is taken at the 3. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Here comes the Chiefs offensive unit as they'll have it to begin quarter number 3. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. They start the second half here with Williams. And he's going to get hit at the line of scrimmage and driven backwards. DJ Reader there on the tackle.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Williams. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a third down.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. From the gun, it's Mahomes. And Robinson with a big catch. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Offense.
So he was holding from that left tackle position.
Everyone tries to keep their hands inside when they're blocking ever since they liberalized the rules where you can extend them out. But sometimes they get out a little wide and they get detected grabbing some cloth.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty.
Check 99. Check 99.
Following the penalty, it's Williams trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
A good positive play there, 9 yards, but still 3rd and long.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Yellow. Stop your whining.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And the tackle going to be made at the 41 as they stop him a few yards short of the 1st. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. Well, I was watching him in warm-ups, and he hit a 62-yarder that hit the crossbar and went over. This one a little bit inside of that, but not enough leg.
And the difference is what?
Well, your live conditions, right?
Live conditions, game conditions are a whole lot different than practice, where you just pop it up there, no rush, no pressure. I think maybe that takes a couple yards away from you when you have to do it when it's real.
Two sides to every coin. This is the bad side of missing the 58-yarder. Now they start at the 48. Watson on 1st down. Open man, the tight end fails. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on 1st down, hitting the tight end there. Now it brings up a 2nd and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Out of the pistol look, it's Miller. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
What is that? 19? 6, right there, 56. Ain't no such thing as a loss. We take a win home.
From the gun on 3rd, Watson. And that will be incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point, and they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
Here's Brian Anger now as he's on to punt for Houston. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. And the Chiefs now getting set to go. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, Do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
On first down, Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. He was trying to get it to Tyreek Hill that time, but it's going to be second down.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. J.J. Watt just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. Well, it was second long. Now it's third and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving them exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
After the sack, they'll come up now third and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. They complete it to Hill. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. So they wind up throwing it against your advice, but the result's still a 4th down.
Well, it did turn out to be a safe throw, and you know how sometimes coaches talk about using short passing game as a run? Essentially, that's what they did there. Now they can kick it away.
Here's Dustin Colquitt now, standing about a yard deep in his own end zone. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards, well struck. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Carlos Hyde in the game, and they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker.
Let's go set. 19. Number 53. Mike 53.
Play action for Miller. Now Watson. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Will Fuller was the intended target, and it'll bring up 3rd down. Before the game, they were running the route tree about as efficiently and effectively as we could have possibly imagined, but sometimes the passes just go awry.
Yeah, let's face it. When you're running the route tree in pregame, you don't have defenders breathing down your neck. You don't have defensive backs making plays on the football. Hard to replicate the intensity of the game in pregame.
Open man is QT, complete. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. That's good for a Texan 1st down, a 12-yard pickup.
All right, let's just go ahead and walk through this one pretty easily, right? Blast off the line of scrimmage, get downfield to a certain point, usually around 8 to 10 yards, turn around and make sure the quarterback sees your numbers and set yourself up for the pass.
A well-executed curl route by Charles Davis. On 1st down, Miller. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard. Watson going to pull back the handoff and keep it himself. Watson throwing quickly to Hopkins. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run. Back in the first quarter, you said it, they need to avoid the big play, but he just got a big one right there.
You can't relax. You know, we talked about in the first quarter, but as the game progresses, still opportunities, and he took advantage of one there.
On 1st and 10, Watson. He's got it. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. 11 more on that one and another first down. He's having a big game through the air, and sometimes those smart decisions just dump it off. That's how you continue to have big games through the air.
I agree totally. That's a great analogy, a great way to put it, because he doesn't get too greedy where everything has to be pushed downfield, trying to create big plays that aren't there. You dump it off and take that nice gain.
That is caught. Hopkins for the Texans touchdown. A 1-yard touchdown pass as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. On those slants, everything happens so quickly. What makes it work?
The timing between the passer and the receiver. In this case, a slant route ordinarily is probably about 3 steps before you go on the slant. In this amount of time, I think it was a 2-step deal. Boom, put his foot in the ground and got inside for the pass.
Got inside for the pass, got inside for the catch and the score. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and that will tie us at 24. So that drives 7 plays in length, and the result, a Houston touchdown. Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Out comes Patrick Mahomes in the Chiefs offense. He's played well. Good first half. He's continued that here in the third quarter. But my question, when you're a head coach, what do you look at stat line-wise for your coach? Do you go right to turnovers?
You really do. As much as coaches don't want to talk about that, that's where it starts. When I played in college, our first rule for every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. And that's kind of how they judge you. Do you take care of the ball, not turn it over, keep it in the proper hands, and give your team a chance to win?
Well, that's what he's done here in this one so far. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Throwing on second down, Mahomes. And this is caught by Watkins. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. First down for the Chiefs. Solid chunk of yardage, 17 on the play. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
This quarterback now over 300 yards now for the game, and time to improve on that as he's got a 1st and 10. They go play fake. Mahomes. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. To throw, it's Mahomes. Gets this one to Hill. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Nice play for Kansas City, picking up the first 18 yards that time. Mahomes now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Mahomes to throw once more. It's Hill, complete. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down.
One of the selling points of the in route is it gives the quarterback a really nice sight line to his receiver and almost on a direct shot able to throw the ball into the middle of the field and have a great chance of success as they did on that play.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
I'm coming after you.
They fake the give. Now Mahomes. Well, this is caught by Williams. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. He's having a nice game through the air. His decision-making's been really good. Solid there again. Just seeing nothing downfield, goes underneath. Nice game.
How about the patience? Because when you're having a big game through the air, you're looking for those chunk plays, those big ones downfield. Instead, as you noted, takes the check down, dumps it off, gains good yardage anyway. Really well executed.
Now Williams. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. And this is going to be intercepted. Vernon Hargreaves with a pick. Well, they thought they were going to break the tie. The defense had other plans. They were already in field goal range, but boom, an interception.
I don't know if this was a case of being a little bit too greedy with the opportunity to put points on the board, but give credit to the guys on the defensive side. Hung in there, battled, and made a key play.
DeAndre Hopkins and the rest of the offense heading back onto the field. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this, but it's usually not by himself, is it?
Right.
Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown. Now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3. Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3. Here's Watson. Setting up the screen for Miller. Miller with a 1st down and more. And finally brought down right at the midfield stripe. 23 yards the pickup there.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
Watson now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. From the 50, it's Watson. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. 10th carry now for Lamar Miller. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave him with 3rd and still 7 yards to go.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson, and that is incomplete.
NFL quarterbacks work so hard on their mechanics, and they do so much repetition in practice, off-season, the whole deal. They expect it to be autopilot once the games start. That way it eliminates any type of pressure of the game, pressure of people in your face, all of that. That didn't shine through on that throw, though, did it?
No. A little bit of a dangerous pass and off target, too.
Come on now, let's go.
Set to take over, Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs. He's been great. Looked down at the stat monitor here a moment ago. He's already over 300 yards in the 3rd quarter.
And you get the sense there are plenty more yards to come. He's been sharp right from the beginning, finding the open targets, knows exactly where he wants to go with the football, and is delivering it really well.
And now he is in search of more yardage on this drive. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
You better be right side. Don't be scared of it. Right side.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense, when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. They go play action. Now Mahomes. That one complete to Hill. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
A 2nd down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3. Mahomes going to throw, and he can't come up with a pick. Nearly his 2nd of the game. Instead, 4th down.
Partner, the way this offense has marched up and down the field during this game, it's almost a surprise to see an incomplete pass on 3rd down, isn't it?
Yeah, they have had their foot on the gas all game long, but here finally stalling out. Here's Dustin Colquitt now as he's on to punt for Kansas City. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. Now Deshaun Watson and his offense heading back out there. He has been consistent, hasn't he? Played well in the 1st quarter, good 2nd quarter, and now continuing that here in the 3rd.
And that's the word that they're always seeking from the guy taking the snaps, is consistency. Taking care of the ball, making sure it gets to the right people, no errors, right? Not turning it over, and just doing all the right things. That's leadership, and it inspires confidence in a team.
Yeah, been a good leadership and a good distributor. They'll start out on the ground. It's Lamar Miller. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 12.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
What we got? What we got? What we got? Check.
Again, it's Miller. And he'll take this one up to about the 23.
He'd had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end.
Set. UAT. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. I'm coming.
Watson to throw on 3rd down. He may try and run for this. Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it, and it's picked up by the Chiefs. Room here to run. And he has brought this one back. A fumble recovery for a Chiefs touchdown. So many times tight games decided by one big play. And a lot of times, of course, it's the offense. Here, it's the defense coming up huge.
And you know head coaches walk around locker rooms, walk around bench areas saying, guys, somebody make a play. It's a cliche, but it applies here.
Butker on for the PAT. And they will take a 7-point lead now. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way. The fumble return for a touchdown. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They begin with a run by Miller. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Watch the curve.
Watson now to throw. They'll find Miller. That's complete. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a first down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Watson. He'll buy some time right. Now he'll pull it down. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain.
Hey, check. 53.
On 2nd down, it's Miller. That one a first down pickup of 8.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 47. From the gun, here's Watson. He's got his tight end. It's Fells. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
As far as tight ends go, this guy's not a speed burner. He's much more of an inline blocking type of a tight end. But how about this last play? Made a nice catch and picked up a first down.
That's what impresses me about him. When he's called upon, usually gets it done.
Right there. 19. 54 miles. Go, go, go.
On 1st down, Watson completes it to Miller. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
The loss of 3 on that 1st down pass play. Now 2nd and 13. Now it's Watson. They'll roll it, and he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. Off the edge, the sack by Reggie Ragland.
No doubt that's a very good play defensively right there, because you've always got to be aware that he can take off and make a big play with his legs. How about the way they were able to contain him? That also tells me the coverage was excellent downfield.
Following the sack, it's now 3rd and long for Watson and the Texans. 3rd and long, it's Watson. He completes this into the hands of Miller. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 15-yard line. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Watson. He finds his man Johnson. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. That was the 9th play of the drive, and they pick up 9 yards with it.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way, and really we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Kenny Stills there to make the grab as they can now even this game here in the 4th quarter with the extra point. Fairbairn now to add the extra point. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it results in the Texans finding the end zone. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this fourth quarter. This is taken at the 3. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Chiefs offense and Tyreek Hill heading back out onto the field. He's been a load for them to handle defensively, I know that much.
But look at him. He's got 7 catches on the game, and he's starting to shred them a little bit because not only is he catching them, he's picking up good yardage, keeping the chains moving, ball control, you name it. This big guy, what did you say? He's been a load for them to handle?
That's right.
Agreed.
7 catches, as you said, over 100 yards. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 22. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. They're going deep for Hill. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down.
On every offensive coordinator, every play caller sheet, they have about 5 or 6 plays per game that they call shot plays or big plays, and you don't get many opportunities to dial them up, and they just did, and they drop it with a great chance to make a big play. That's going to hurt.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Mahomes looking left side for Watkins, and he's got him. Nice play for Kansas City, picking up the first 18 yards that time. Mahomes going to fire this out wide to Hill. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
At their 48-yard line.
Yellow. 55. Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go.
Mahomes going to pull it out and keep it himself. Robinson's got it. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 41-yard line. And he's certainly been a huge factor in this when he's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the first.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
On 2nd and 9, Mahomes. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. DJ Reader breaking through to get him to the ground. It's a loss of 7.
But enough takes to start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs. On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. And that'll be incomplete. Now, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
Oh, boy, partner, did that just happen? I've got my hand over my eyes right now because, like him, it's going to haunt my dreams, too. He was wide open. How did he overthrow him there?
Defensively, just very lucky. You know that they got away with one there. Here's Dustin Colquitt now. He's been terrific so far. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
Now a play fake here on first down. He's letting this one go for Fuller. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Throwing again is Watson. Got an open man. It's QT. He'll be upended at the 18. That's a very helpful pickup of 9 after the play began at the 9. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, when you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense.
They'll run it. Here's Hyde. Fights through, and now a crease. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense.
A shotgun snap for Watson. He's got the hook up to Miller. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
Now Watson. He's got Fuller. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Here's Watson. It's caught. It's Miller. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 45-yard line.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
They'll run on first down. Miller, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Miller will get it. He has been busy today. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
Count me as a little bit surprised by what we just saw there, because this has been a pretty long drive, and normally you think that wears down a defense. In this case, looked like the offensive line let them down a little bit.
They allowed the penetration and the ability to stuff them for a loss. Two running plays, each lose a yard. They'll need to do much better now on 3rd and 12. Watson now, operating from the gun. And an alley to run. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th.
He certainly had plenty of success running the ball, and right now I'm getting the sense that he's looking to take off and run every time he steps back to throw it.
But they did a nice job there collapsing on him and holding him to a short gain. Here's Brian Anger now as he's on for the 5th time here today. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well.
Let's go. Let's do it.
Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at the 20. Williams. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, one thing about blitzes, they really confuse offensive linemen at times, and what you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, you saw the end result. Defensive tackle ended up making the play.
The rush defense stout on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. They run it again with Williams. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23. Now it appears we've got a Chief moving pretty gingerly down there. We'll step aside and get an update when we return to Arrowhead. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. On play action, it's Mahomes. And it's complete to Kelsey. That goes for a Chiefs 1st down, 14 yards. And on that last play there, he's over 400 yards passing now.
You know what that generally means?
Success.
That, and it means you really didn't miss opportunities. Usually very accurate. The ball's getting to the right place. Guys are making yardage after the catch to help you out that way. I mean, the whole team has picked it up. And don't forget, that means the offensive line has had to pass protect pretty well, too.
Yeah, everyone dialed in. First carry now for the backup, LaShawn McCoy. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
They'll go again to McCoy. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
So after the run by McCoy, here's another 1st and 10.
Let's bring it. Let's go. Let's bring it. Let's bring it.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he takes it down to the 40 with a pickup of 4.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
At the 40-yard line.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a score to break this tie. On 2nd down now. It's Williams, and he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
Partner, you've got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here.
Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Oh, yeah, I'm coming.
On 3rd down, here's McCoy. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So a big one coming now for Harrison Butker. This for the lead in the final stages. And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. And they have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes. Big kick right there to give them the lead in the 4th, but there is still time left for a final drive.
Did they score too soon? Post-game will tell us, right? Depending on what happens on this drive, that's how we'll analyze it. If the other team scores, they scored too soon. If they somehow hold on, they managed the clock exactly right.
After the field goal, here's Butker to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Watson and the Texans now down 34-31, under a minute 20 to go. They need at minimum 3 points out of this as they come up 1st and 10.
Michael set. 19.
All day. All day.
Back to throw. And the catch made by Hopkins. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
First down now, but that clock rolling.
We got to get this stop.
Now Watson. It's complete. Stills. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A very solid gain of 27. He's been quiet all afternoon. He may have just come up with a play of the day right there, though.
Obviously, it's not the volume in which you get done. It's the quality, and that was a quality catch right there.
Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Hey, we got 4 down. Let's go.
Watson now to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he can't hang on to it. That would have sealed it. Instead, 2nd down. They took their shot for the end zone, almost cost him.
And he made the right play there, knocking it away. But, boy, it looked like he had a chance to come down with the football. And if he does that, this thing is over. Instead, he leaves him out there with another chance.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. He's back to throw. Escaping the pressure right. He'll run it. The improv act there, good for 9, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd and short, 3rd and 1. The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. So out comes the field goal team now for the second time here today. This to potentially send us to overtime. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So out comes the field goal team now for the second time here today. This to potentially send us to overtime. And his kick is right there. It's good. And they will tie this game here in the final seconds. So a money kick there in the final seconds. And now, barring any hijinks on the kickoff here, partner, I think you and we're going to settle in for a little overtime.
And I wouldn't have it any other way. This has been a dogfight all through regulation. No reason to think it won't continue in the extra period.
To go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild fourth quarter. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
The Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Tie game, and barring something incredible here, we're likely headed to overtime.
And just a couple of scenarios here to keep in mind. One, if you want to be really aggressive, you do throw the Hail Mary and see if you can get something downfield.
What would you do?
What I would do is either hand it off inside or more likely I take a knee and let the clock run out. Because if I'm back there trying to throw and a sack happens, the ball comes free, I can lose the game here. If I get to overtime, I can still win it.
Let's see if they are in line with Charles Davis. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back onto the field. They're set for their first drive here in overtime, and this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team, and that first drive can dictate the whole thing because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
It's been loud in here so far. Watson will bring up the Texans here, first and 10 at their own 23. Watson going to give this one to Miller. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. The linebacker, Anthony Hitchens, there on the stop.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
A throw out wide to QT, complete. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
It's 3rd and 4. Big play here, trying to keep this opening drive of overtime alive. From the gun, here's Watson. He can run for it, and he will. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
Now that definitely hurts because the mindset is getting a 3 and out there, and they don't get it done. They give up the scramble and a pickup for a first down.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Watch the curl. Watch the curl. Line him up.
A shotgun handoff now to Miller. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Now it's Watson, a bootleg. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Mississippi State man, Chris Jones, with a sack there.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Following the sack, it's now 3rd and long for Watson and the Texans. Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. And an alley to run. He may try and run for this. A solid run of 11 there as he tucked it and ran, but he's still short of the marker at its 4th.
I liked his effort there. He got it done on his own. But let's face it, he puts defenses in a really stressful spot when he takes off and runs because a lot of guys have coverage responsibilities.
Good job of rallying, though, because I thought when he first took off, he might pick up the first down. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. And now here comes Kansas City. Their defense did its job, got the stop. All they need is 3, and this is over.
Couldn't have done much else other than score themselves and end it. But they turned it back over to them, and now all they need is a field goal to win the game. An excellent job by the defense. Can the offense finish things off?
That part 1 is done, now part 2. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. They'll start on the ground with McCoy, and he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Kill, kill, kill. Turn up. Kill, kill, kill. Turn up.
Again, it's McCoy. Takes this to the 27. Give him 4 yards.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism. They created some nice space for him.
Let's go, tight end. Let's go right here now.
What can Mahomes do now with his overtime drive? He's got his running back, LaShawn McCoy. They have the first down with that gain of 4 yards.
And that's understanding where the markers are because it's not just running to them. Because on the catch, you could actually be pushed back before the first down. It's getting past it and allowing that opportunity to drip back towards the first down line and still having picked it up. Really well run.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. It's complete to Robinson. Now Robinson coughs up the football. It's loose. And the Texans scoop it. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. And a costly, costly mistake. Coaches talk so much about ball security, and in overtime, so paramount.
Partner, do you ever wonder if maybe they talk about it too much?
Too much, yeah.
Doesn't seem like you can, but maybe by discussing it time and time again, and you know they overemphasized it here, it almost became self-fulfilling.
And any points beat them here. Field goal or a touchdown now. And now out comes Houston. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
They go play action here on first down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Chris Jones able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
What a nice read and play by the defensive tackle. Never bought the play action fake. Went right for the quarterback and put him on the ground.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. To throw is Watson. Sliding out of the pocket. He's going to take off with it. Past the 20. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
The sack on first down took him out of a traditional running play and put him in a passing situation, but didn't stop him from running anyway, did it?
No, I was surprised when he took off. I thought, oh, he's got some space. He might pick up 5, 6, 7 yards. He goes all the way and picks up the first. Right now, you know that the heart is pumping for Kaimi Fairbairn. And the Chiefs are going to signal for and be granted another timeout. They'll be down to just one remaining as we step aside here in overtime. Right now, you know that the heart is pumping for Kaimi Fairbairn. And he got it. The kick is good. In overtime, he's able to split the uprights. And that will break our tie and give him a 3-point lead. So he remains perfect, 3 for 3 in the field goal department.
And it's so important for any offense to have an ace like him up their sleeve, isn't it? Because now you know what his range is, and as soon as your offense gets there, you're pretty much counting on 3 points going up on the board.
Well, we thought this game would be a good one. It did not disappoint into overtime, and it took the field goal to win it.
And we always pay lip service to how important it is to play defense. And usually we focus on the big offensive pyrotechnics, right? But in this case, they got the ball back on defense, gave themselves a chance, and they capitalized on it with a victory.
And I don't care what distance out field goals from in overtime. The knees are always knocking, but he pushed it through.
Not only that, think about your snapper, your holder. A lot of nerves for them, too, because they have to do their job in order to give him one last chance to put a foot to it.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. From Kansas City, so long, everybody.